Well, hello there, friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library. And Brill and I are here today to talk to you about a couple books that we are absolutely over the moon obsessed with. And we specifically wanted to talk about them this week because this week is Thanksgiving week. So usually this time of year, people are talking about and thinking about all the things that they're thankful for. And of course, at the top of the list, everyone's always thinking about, friends and family and health and pets and things like that. All those wonderful, wonderful things to be thankful for. But another thing that I like to think about that I'm really thankful for this time of year, but really all times of year, are books. So what are some of the books that you're thankful for? What are some of the authors that you're thankful for, and why? We can be thankful for books and authors for all kinds of different reasons. It can be something as simple as, oh, this book made me laugh and it made me feel really good and lighthearted, or this book, was a friend to me when I didn't have any, or it showed me something that made me feel more seen and a character that made me feel more seen. It could just be just because they're entertaining or you just love the way that the author writes. I'm thankful for that and all different things when it comes to books. But particularly today, I want to think about and talk about something that I've been thinking about a lot this year because there have been a lot of really good ones. And that is sequels. So I am really, 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 really thankful for books that have amazing sequels. So that could be like a duology, it could be a trilogy, or even just a book that has a whole series. I am so, so, so thankful for books that have more than one in the series so I can return again and again to these characters. And like I said, I've been thinking about it a lot just really over this whole year, mostly because there have been a lot of really good sequels that have come out this year. There's one in particular I want to talk about today, but the first book in the series is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. Now, I talked about this book extensively last year in a couple different videos. It ended up being one of my top 5 books of the year. Not last year, I'm sorry, the year before when it first came out. I think it's one of the best YA books that has ever been written. It is absolutely phenomenal. Basically, it is a story of King Arthur magic tied together with Black girl magic, and it is absolutely amazing. It's the story of Bree, who is a young woman whose mom passed away in an accident, but there were some really mysterious circumstances involving the accident, which left Bree feeling that there was more to the story than she was being told. When she gets an opportunity to get an early program admissions at this college in the South, she goes there, and she discovers this whole world of Legendborn and Onceborn, and these are basically people who are, for lack of a better word, descended from King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, and they are banded together to fight against these demons that invade the world. But also Bree is dealing with the fact, so she gets caught up in this world, but she's also dealing with the fact that her mother and her mother's legacy is a rootcraft, which is this Black and African American way of working nature magic that actually contrasts a lot with the Legendborn way of using magic. So there is so many different things going on. I don't know that I've ever read a book that had like King Arthur descendants with magic and stuff set in a contemporary setting like this that was just so great. And like I said, all the other things that are mixed together with it, there's a lot of really great discussions about race and the way people are contemporarily handling places that were built by enslaved people and things like that. This book, it's also funny. It's just so good. The world and the mythology and everything built around it is phenomenal. Hands down, like I said before, I'll say it again, one of the best YA books I've ever read, ever. So, this was an exciting year because this book came out in 2020, I believe. Yeah. So we did not get another book in the series last year, which was very, very sad. However, just recently, the second book in the series came out, and it is here, and it is beautiful. It's called Bloodmarked, and it continues where the original one left off. Yes, there is a bit of a cliffhanger on that first book. You guys know how cliffhangers absolutely destroy my world. So it was terrible to be hanging by a thread with this cliffhanger until this new one came out. But basically there is a really, really big reveal at the end of the last book. I'm not going to bring it up now because if you haven't read it yet, it will really ruin a lot of the story. But there's a huge reveal Huge reveal. Lots of twists and turns, and this one picks up right where the other one left off. So I devoured this. I reread the first one again just because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then I jumped into this and absolutely devoured it. It is so phenomenal. Sometimes the second book in a series can be a little bit of a slog compared to the first book, and that's just, you know, it's so common, really. It's technically called the second book slump. Well, not technically, but the readers call it that, because a lot of times you have to, you know, do a lot of information and a lot of exposition and stuff in the second book, when the first book is really just getting your attention and getting you into the story. But this book was not like that. I could not put it down. Same thing as the first one. It was absolutely amazing. Just as much magic, just as much really cool, deep, intense talks about a lot of different issues. The characters are all amazing. I am so thankful for sequels. And this one in particular, I am so thankful for that it came out this year, that I've had the chance to read it, that I can recommend it to you guys and put it in as many hands as I possibly can, because it is amazing. This author, Tracy Deonn, is just incredible. I highly recommend. If you haven't read Legendborn yet, please go out and read it immediately. If you have read it, there is no time to waste. The second book is now out. You can go and pick it up at either branch of the library, put it on hold, and read it for yourself. It's so good. This one is Bloodmarked. First one is Legendborn. So that's what we've got for you guys today. I hope that these two sound really awesome and exciting. If so, please feel free to put them on hold from Farmington Community Library. And thank you so much for watching, friends. Have a wonderful rest of the day.